Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm sorry for shooting on you. I need to go to bed, and my parents want me because I need to go to school tomorrow. But
No worries, no
you,
worries. Do you still have time to play tonight?
yeah.
Ah,
It's not
okay,
that.
okay, okay. My name's Jollz. I'm a Radiant player. If you're enjoying this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. If you're interested in coaching yourself or want a chance to win free coaching, be sure to watch the end of the video for details. Other than that, enjoy the video. All right. Okay, so yeah, plat 1. Okay, 152 damage per round, really good. Okay, Reyna stats are good. It looks good. I can already I see something that's going wrong, but I'm gonna wait until I see it actually happen in game and see if I'm correct. But your stats do look good, which is really good. It's
Yeah.
really good. I guess queue it up and then let's see exactly what it looks like. Okay, so we're yeah, this is a prime example of our movement being ahead of our crosshair. Prime example of this. See how we're peeking stuff, but our crosshair isn't ready for that? So in a 1v2 situation like this, you can't play here. We're not really... If we planted for ourselves, this would have been a perfect play, but it's not, right? And now we're forced to play into their hand. Especially after they clear back hall, it's going to be very difficult. Nice. No, don't worry
We
about
don't talk about
it.
that.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk. Listen, you got the first 4. That last one, you know, we were just playing with our food, you know?
Yeah.
Nice rounds. Good stuff. That was a really good round. I like it. Hang like Jesus, buddy. Nice job. I would overheal. Yeah, nice. We don't have to peek here. We're peeking while we're reloading. Peeking while we're loading. Not having our crosshair ready for the angle that we're peeking. Peeking unnecessarily. Nice. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing is like our aim is good. Our aim is good, but there when we reloaded, we were kind of out in the open. So be careful. You want to finish your reload animation before you peek again. And another thing as well is like if you have spike down, you don't really have to peek. You know what I mean? Like let them come into the site and then tap the bomb. And then after they tap, that's when we can basically peek. So we don't have to peek unnecessarily. So when we're bursting, we want to be... all good. No worries, no worries. So the burst is fine there. One thing you want to do, and I'll show you this after in a custom game, but when you're bursting, you want to be strafing in between your bursts just to make it a little bit harder for them to hit us. And I'll show you some exercises you can do for that.
Just counter strafing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Or very, very lucky. Okay, not bad. I mean, they weren't going to win the round anyway. So
Yeah,
I probably would have went for that
trying to
fight.
get away there.
Yeah, just trying to fall off so you don't die from the spike explosion. Yeah, I get that. It was good. It was good. Only thing, like, it was a good try to take the fight. However, we probably didn't have to take the fight, right? It was like a 4v3 in that situation. So every time you want to take like an aggressive fight, you should look and see like how many we have alive. You like real quick, like I would just look. If we are up numbers, like it's like a 4v3, 4v2, that's when you should just be like, okay, I don't really have to take a fight. I can just play around the spike. The idea is the best way to win a round is on attack side is at the end of the day is to let the spike explode. That's how you win a round. But so far, so good. I mean, you guys are doing well.
So he's gonna get a heal.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah, it's our peaks. I'm curious what his sensitivity is. I would start walking up. Oh, that's unlucky. So I guess like pushed, yeah, so the other Reyna pushed through mid. I think the play was fine though. If Reyna didn't come through mid, you would have been in a really good spot. Let's do it again though. I like it. Let's do it again. Let's go mid again. One thing though, I do think that you did have a good timing. It was unfortunate that the Reyna did push mid, but I do think we messed around mid a little bit more. I mean, at least Sage got the trade there, but... We got food. Food is here. You know, I actually really like the idea there that you were like, oh, someone could be flanking here and you started picking it up. That was good. That was good. I think we just missed our shot is all. So we're in a 2v3. We have bomb down. We are ulted though. Nice shot. You got this. 2v2. We wait for KO's ult. Yep. Flash. Oh, one flank. Nice. Very good, actually. Oh, it was tough. That was tough because you were worried about the flank person and you were also I think there you definitely keep holding the smoke and just hope that someone pushes you. Otherwise we would definitely get traded. As soon as we swing the Reyna, someone's gonna trade us. I think she's just hitting nice shots, but I think your positioning isn't too bad. She's getting some timings on you, but it's all good.
Mid.
Nice shots. So we are over here. Yes. Yes. Get a kill, fall back. Remember that. It's very important you do that. Yes, you are overhealed, but it's more important to take strategic fights like this. Yep. This is good. We are overhealed still.
Spike down A.
I love that we're not overly reloading.
Ah.
Oh, good.
well
No
done
worries.
there.
No worries. I actually like how you play this round a lot. You got that first kill, you overhealed to 150, and you didn't overstay. You know what I mean? You fell back from that.
Yeah.
That was really good. Really, really good. And then we took a fight with a Cypher while we were still overhealed. But even though we didn't really win that one, it was still a good fight to take. So I like that round a lot. Good stuff. It's actually very good crosshair placement.
Oh.
When things are slowed down and you're holding angles, this crosshair placement is very good. I think we're starting to get too repetitive with how we're playing. We're gonna start getting punished. We want to avoid taking fights like that when we have the gun disadvantage. We want to play a little bit more ratty. We definitely swing here. Yep.
Nice.
Very good. Very good swing. We see our teammates swing, we want to trade them. So it was good. It was a very good idea. One thing you want to try to avoid though, try not to play the same spot every single round, right? It starts becoming obvious. They start holding for you. And you don't want to definitely not do it when you have a Spectre, because if it's like a Spectre versus Vandal, or taking an aim duel, more likely the person with the better gun is going to win that one, right? Just something to think about.
I just like thinking that, but because if you get a headshot, you probably win that fight.
Yeah, it is a good spot. It is definitely a good angle to hold. I do like that one. So like this, like playing towards B, I like it. We're switching it up, right? We don't always have to watch like the same spot from the same angle.
Oh.
We kind of turned away from the angle.
Yeah, I didn't really know because it's like I think I already cleared it, and then I wanted to go on A side, but
even when you want to go on A site, you want to still be looking at that angle. You know what I mean? As you start moving towards A site, the only time you want to start looking towards the A site is if you want to start peeking it. That's something I do notice that you're doing a little bit, where you sort of like moving. You get caught moving your mouse around to different angles, even though you're like exposed from one still. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, like in a custom after this, but yeah,
but I think I also got a problem with looking at my minimap, because there I think I was looking at my minimap.
In that situation, it's very it's not good to do that, because we're fully exposed and we can get timing very easily. But I can show you when to start looking at them and stuff. Very good angle, good dismiss. Can get traded. Oh, nice try.
Should I have done anything different there, or was I just...
I think maybe you have to kind of go for half there on after you kill Arena. But no, I think you played that well. I think you just had to correct your spray a little bit more. So I think it's a little bit of like gun control with our spraying and stuff. We got caught moving forward there. Moving forward, we have to hold. Either we hold. I wouldn't even have peeked the door, even if we held for a little bit. It's just too risky. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was hoping I could like peek the guy A from there, and then get a kill and then dismiss out.
Yeah, it's just risky because we've been doing the same play over and over again. You know what I mean? So like maybe next round we could peek through art if you want to peek. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice.
Oh my god. How did that work? Wow. So we're holding, I was gonna say, we're holding the smoke. We should be holding the outskirts of the smoke, because they're gonna walk push it if they do. They're not gonna peek you like that. They're gonna peek you exactly how that Yoru peeked you, so we should always have crosshair placement for that.
Yeah.
It was a good try. This Reina's hitting some good shots. Another thing too that I wanted to mention, early in the round there when we were playing like in art and we pushed, and you saw how the Cypher caged, we were holding the cage from the middle, but every time that you see a cage like that, you should be holding it from like the end of the cage. And yeah, so that way we're ready for, because if someone's going to peek, it's going to be through that angle. You know what I mean? Not like through the middle and like walking down through it.
Spike planted.
We need to be like...
Last player standing.
So one thing we could do in situations like that, this is more of like a minor thing, but if you notice, if you know that one's planting, you want to use that time to look for the other one, because you know it's going to be a 1v1 at most while one person's busy and occupied. Yeah, our biggest issue is our crosshair is not ready for the angle that we're peeking. Nice. Full heal. We should be looking around while we're in dismiss. That was a good round. Good stuff. One thing too to I should mention with your dismisses, you want to be looking around while you're dismissing. You know what I mean? Use this time while you're invulnerable to just get as much information as possible. That's another thing that a lot of Reinas bring to the table. Like you're immune, so you might as well get information for your team. Basically like a drone or something.
Mid. I don't know. I was trying to scale up there, but
I feel like we don't have to scale up. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that I would only scale up if your team needs immediate help. I think we're getting timinged a lot doing that. We are scaling up when we shouldn't be scaling up, and it's putting ourselves in bad positions.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, you're back in it.
Go to the defuse.
Unlucky.
Yeah. Overtime.
Overtime. Okay, you guys win this.
Should I just peek here, Art, because the Reina likes to play here, and if you get her, it's a 5v3.
What you could do is just don't peek it right away. Just go very late.
Yeah, okay. Should I wait for my team to make contact? Or
Yes. So all the way on the left here on this wall and just like walk. Yeah, a little bit more to your left. Like don't get that close.
On my mark.
Yeah, around there. Go through spawn. Go underneath there. Yeah. Walk there. On your left. Yeah. Nice. I love this reposition. Oh, this is good. Oh, yes. Somebody who watches my videos. Could be mid though.
Our spike's down.
Last player standing.
Nice.
One enemy remaining.
Probably backside.
Spike down A.
Good.
30 seconds left.
On your left. Wrapping. Oh. Very good try. Very good try.
Yeah.
This was a very good attempt.
Spike
We
planted.
need to go clear that.
Oh.
Last player standing.
Oh.
Attackers win.
That's tough. That's so tough. I actually think you played this game pretty well. So our biggest issue in general, our timings is important, yes, but also how we're peeking corners is a big one. A lot of the times when we're peeking stuff, we're not necessarily ready for that angle, or our crosshair's not really looking where we should be looking. A lot of time we're doing like this transition period where our crosshair is kind of just chilling and not really doing what it should be doing, because maybe we're looking at the mini map, or maybe we have too much on our mind, or we're thinking about positioning a little bit too much. Basically what you want to do, thinking about positioning isn't necessarily bad, but with positioning, like your crosshair placement should just be like always ready. Like this should be like a subconscious thing. Like I don't even have to think about crosshair placement. I could literally just zone out and run around the map thinking about, you know, whatever. I could just like talk and do this, be in a phone call and do this, because like I've played this game so much and this becomes like second nature to do. So you always want to make sure your crosshair placement is ready for these angles. Now, when you're holding an angle, it's good. When we're holding an angle and we're looking for a fight, your crosshair placement is actually very good. So, but that's not like a really main issue that we had. That's just something to kind of think about with it, and I just wanted to mention how good your crosshair placement is when we are holding angles. So let's go with peeking angles when we're not ready, because this was like the biggest thing. So a lot of the time when we're coming around corners, you know, we are doing this, and let's say you're going to mid doors, we're doing this, and then you're peeking into here, we're doing something like this, and basically we are already out before our crosshair is here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And what you want to do is the opposite. You want our crosshair to be ready for the angle, and then we peek into it clear. Now, obviously, you don't want to pre-aim it too much where you're like this, and then you walk into doors like this, and then you go like this, because there's a chance that they could be all the way up here. What it should be is, you know, we are clearing these angles, and then see nothing, and now we would clear here. But every angle I'm peeking, my crosshair is ready for those angles, instead of like us peeking the angle and then adjusting our crosshair afterwards. This is like, definitely don't ever do this. We get caught off guard this way. Always just be thinking in your mind, where can they be? And then wherever you think they might be, have your crosshair ready for that spot. So one thing also to think about, this is a little bit more higher end, but this is more of like a technical thing with lurking, and this is something cool to think about. So when your team is making a lot of noise B, where are they going to be rotating from?
From A and mid.
Yes, good. Now, will they ever rotate from B to mid?
There.
No.
Exactly. So with that in mind, we don't actually have to look this way. Do you see what I mean? Because we don't have to worry about them peeking from B to mid, or it's less likely. So what we want to be doing is looking at doors for the flank, or looking here, because this is a highly contested area. And now I'm like worried about, you know, here, and maybe now we can look this way. So basically, like high priority angles is how I like to think about it, because could they peek us from B to mid? They could. It's less likely though. I put it probably like 15%. You know, sometimes like if I'm B, I just want to make sure that there's no lurkers, so I'll just take a quick little peek or something, and then we go back to watching B. So it could happen. It could happen, but I would say it's probably like 15-20% chance that they would actually do that. Now, the chances of them rotating from, you know, from art to here, very high. And I'm like, oh shoot. And here's another thing. Here's another thing you can also think about. If I don't see anybody rotating from art to mid here, I'm immediately thinking that they push through mid and they're coming to my flank. So it's more just like it's a lot of like these little like cues that start to add up, and then you can start making good decisions based off of them.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the coaching.
No worries, no worries. I hope that helps, and I look forward to hearing from you. And you can always Discord DM me. Hope you have a good rest of your night. I know it's late for you.
You too.
Yep.
Good night.
Yep. Have a good night. See ya. All right. W session. If you're interested in coaching yourself, click the link in the description, click the book a lesson button, and select your plan and time. So if you want to win free coaching, be sure to comment down below your Discord name without the hashtag and what you learned from the video. I'll be picking out a person randomly.